So Dara, if you could go back to your first cycle, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I would have gone a lot harder, a lot quicker. So I started anabolics just before COVID, and around that time, the whole safer use model era had kind of blown up online. And I know this is going to be a little bit of a controversial one, but that was a bit of a scam. Let's be real here. No one who's achieved anything in bodybuilding has done so with a safer use model. Do you think Sebum won his first Olympia at 23 years old, running 250 test and 150 primo? Fuck no. Sure, you can make fantastic progress starting low and building up, and that is exactly what I did when I first started. But I was probably a little bit too conservative, and I didn't escalate my dosages upwards early enough. When I did start to ramp things up, that's when I actually started to see real growth. So let's not be around the bush here. Drugs work. Now here's the caveat. Obviously you've got to have all your other ducks in a row, the foundations there, your training, your nutrition, your sleep, etc. But then you can't be running sub 1 gram cycles for years on end and expect to get anywhere in your bodybuilding journey. So I did my first show when I was 24 years old, and I have aspirations of turning pro, but I also have aspirations of wrapping up bodybuilding at a reasonable age. And there's other things I have to think about in life. Maybe I want to have a family. When I do have a family, I'm going to have to maybe take a little bit of a break. So if I don't turn pro in the next 2 or 3 years, do I really want to be chasing a pro card in my late 30s? Probably not. So in my opinion, I think that the total duration of exposure is probably worse than the dosages themselves. Because I used to think I was a smarter, healthier person, not going above 500 mg for my first year, not going above 1000 mg for my second year, when in reality, I was probably just limiting my progress. Because I used to think that that was a healthy thing to do, until I've been doing this for a very long period of time, taking all the necessary health precautions, getting my blood work done, and realizing that everything's still been in a pretty good position. So in hindsight, I was actually being overly conservative. So even though it might be a little bit controversial, if I could go back in time, I probably would have pushed a little bit harder, a little bit earlier. Now this isn't an advert to glorify the use of steroids, but I think it's just a little bit of a different take than a lot of people might have.